Imagine ruling a country where kids eat grass while you spend $1 million on cheese, where people cry from hunger and you cry if your French wine is served at the wrong temperature, where you blow up your uncle with anti-aircraft guns, then invite Dennis Rodman over for champagne and basketball. Welcome to Kim Jong-un's North Korea. A dictatorship dipped in gold, drenched in delusion, and dripping with meme energy. They said we shouldn't laugh at him. But when your bulletproof train has a lobster chef and your people are starving, oh, we're laughing. Don't scroll. It only gets more unhinged from here. Born in 1983. Maybe North Korea keeps birth certificates like they keep human rights locked away. Kim Jong-un is the son of Kim Jong-il, North Korea's previous supreme drama king. He spent his teen years in Switzerland, living under a fake identity, binging on NBA games, crushing on Michael Jordan, and getting a taste for Emmentaler cheese, which later turned into a full-blown addiction that now requires diplomatic-level smuggling. Fast forward to 2011, Daddy dies and baby Kim inherits a nuclear playground. Since then, he's ruled with isolation, fear, Photoshop, and just enough basketball to keep Dennis Rodman on speed dial. And that was just the origin story. Now let's dive into the cheese-stuffed, gold-plated insanity. Ever loved cheese so much you needed a private courier to smuggle it past sanctions? Kim Jong-un has. His Swiss Emmentaler obsession started back when he was a rich kid living in Switzerland under a fake name. And now, that schoolboy snack has turned into a full-blown diplomatic mission. North Korea might be sanctioned to the bone, but Kim makes sure his cheese cravings get first-class treatment. While his people eat grass and bark to survive famine, Kim spends over $1 million annually on imported luxury foods, including Hennessy cognac. That's right, he's not just a dictator, he's a high-end foodie with a taste for forbidden dairy. But cheese is only the appetizer. This man lives in over 20 luxury residences, not military bases, palaces. One's on a beach. Another has a private train station. A few have underground bunkers, in case the Lobster ever runs out during nuclear drills. He doesn't fly. Commercial flights are for peasants. Instead, Kim rides in a gold-trimmed armored train, fitted with bulletproof walls, satellite comms, gourmet kitchens, and a personal cinema. French wine is served daily. Lobster is flown in. The train moves slowly because safety comes first when you're terrified of assassination. Dictator logic. Your country can't power hospitals, but your train needs a wine cellar. Keep watching. You haven't even seen his luxury train survival bunker yet. Imagine being so paranoid, you build an entire moving fortress just to get from palace to palace. That's Kim Jong-un's train. While the rest of North Korea struggles with rolling blackouts and no internet, Kim's train has electricity, staff chefs, imported wine, and high-speed encrypted satellite systems. It's like a royal hotel on rails, except it's armored, moves at a crawl, and one identical train always goes ahead to test for bombs. He's not just riding, he's rehearsing escape routes on tracks. And while he dines on buttered lobster tails and aged Bordeaux, back in the real North Korea, citizens trade socks for rice. But hey, the supreme leader must travel in style, right? Don't scroll now. The train is just the beginning of his golden survival bunker fantasy. Think your family dinners are tense? Kim Jong-un solved his family problems with anti-aircraft guns. In 2013, his uncle Jang Song-thaek was publicly accused of treason. The punishment? Execution by anti-aircraft guns in front of top officials. Brutal, right? Oh, but it gets worse. One alternate version, allegedly leaked by Chinese sources, claimed he was stripped naked and thrown to 120 starving dogs, who devoured him over an hour. Is that true? Nobody knows. But it spread like wildfire, because honestly, it sounded exactly like something Kim would do. And he didn't stop there. In 2017, his half-brother Kim Jong-nam was assassinated at a Malaysian airport with VX nerve agent, a chemical weapon banned worldwide. 2 women carried it out, reportedly thinking they were part of a prank show. Even falling asleep in a meeting can get you disappeared, literally. Power tip from Kim. If they blink too slow, they go. Still here? Good. Because next, it gets even weirder. We're talking Photoshop edits, body doubles, and haircut laws. Ever added a filter? Kim adds height, muscles, and a divine glow. North Korea's official portraits don't show a chubby dictator. They show a glowing hero with perfect posture, sharper cheekbones, and thighs that could crush sanctions. Every official image is touched up. Photoshop is not a tool in North Korea. It's policy. Generals are legally required to copy Kim's haircut. Yes, the dictator decided everyone around him should look like him. That's not leadership. That's a glitch in The Sims. And when he disappears from the public eye for a little too long, rumors of body doubles explode. Has he died? Is this a clone? Was it just a bad Botox week? Stay tuned, because next, he meets his basketball BFF and things go full Disney villain. You know what dictators love? Control, fear, isolation, and apparently, Dennis Rodman. Yes, the same guy who married himself in a wedding dress and dyed his hair like a Skittles commercial. Kim Jong-un personally invited Rodman to Pyongyang, not for diplomacy, but because he's obsessed with the NBA and idolized Michael Jordan as a teen. Rodman flew in, they drank champagne, watched private games, took weird propaganda photos. Somewhere between shots and slam dunks, a bizarre bromance was born. Because nothing screams global threat like a dictator and a retired Chicago Bull toasting in a palace. Rodman called him a friend. Kim called it diplomacy. The world called it, wait, what? Still not wild enough? Wait until Kim disappears and returns as someone else. In 2020, Kim vanished for 20 straight days. When will he finally resurface? He looked different, thinner, sharper, and somehow taller. That's all it took for the conspiracy floodgates to blow open. People whispered, he died on the operating table, or COVID took him, or this isn't Kim at all, but a carefully crafted body, double trained to wave, smile, and keep the illusion alive. And in North Korea, illusions are more powerful than facts. If the supreme leader appears, you clap. Whether it's him or not, you clap harder. Stay here, because the next chapter drops the laughs and reveals the real price of all this madness. What happens when a dictator's ego is bigger than his country's food supply? You get Kim Jong-un, a man who builds billion-dollar bombs while his citizens boil grass soup for dinner. While North Korea suffers blackouts, starvation, and no internet, Kim launches ballistic missiles like party fireworks. Every launch? Millions gone. Every parade, a circus of tanks and forced cheers. And the theatrics? State TV films him riding a white horse through snow-covered mountains, looking like a Disney villain who just discovered nuclear warheads. It's not just optics. It's a strategy. Paint yourself holy while the people freeze. In villages, families cook weeds for dinner. Power cuts are routine. But inside Kim's palace, French wine flows, lobster sizzles, and satellite TV streams the NBA. This is dictatorship magic. Starve the nation, distract with explosions, wrap it all in propaganda. Don't scroll. Next, we enter the strangest bromance in geopolitical history. When your best international buddy is Vladimir Putin, you know the bromance isn't built on mutual love of puppies. Kim met with Putin in 2023. They exchanged a rifle and a sword, like medieval warlords preparing for a Game of Thrones reboot. But instead of dragons, they've got nukes, vodka, and sanctions. There were reports that they discussed weapons for Russia's war effort. Meanwhile, North Korean state media plastered their meeting with phrases like eternal friendship. The vibe? Less political summit, more dictator sleepover. Imagine Kim and Vlad in silk robes, sipping wine, comparing missile sizes like insecure gym bros. If diplomacy had a Tinder, these two would be a toxic power couple. Don't leave yet. The next part strips away the laughs and hits with reality. It's easy to joke. The cheese, the gold trains, the Rodman bromance. But behind the memes and madness is a nation gripped by silence and fear. North Koreans have no internet, no outside news, no freedom to speak. A wrong word can land you in a labor camp. Watching foreign media? Punishable by death. Children are taught that Kim is a god. Entire fake grocery stores are built to trick visiting journalists. Defectors describe horrors, mass starvation, torture, executions for trying to leave. Families vanish overnight, no questions asked. Kim's luxury exists because of their suffering. His billions from smuggling, cybercrime, and illegal arms deals come at the cost of 25 million prisoners of propaganda. This isn't just a meme, it's a regime. Remember, dictators don't fear bullets. They fear cameras, truth, and the people who stop laughing. Subscribe to Cash or Crazy for more dictator breakdowns, billionaire absurdities, and celebrity scandals.